Repurpose.io is one of the best tools for repurposing your videos. Here's how to do it. We're inside of Repurpose.io. I am sharing with you behind the scenes of how I take one video and upload it simultaneously and repurpose it to multiple platforms. I have found that Repurpose is one of the best tools for doing this. Full disclosure, I'm not affiliated with Repurpose. I just use it. I've used it for about a year and I think it's great. So what you're looking at here, there's actually two big areas that I want to show with Repurpose. There's a lot Repurpose does, but I want to show you the two big areas that I use, especially for taking one video and repurposing it and re-uploading it quickly and easily, because there's such a pain, like if you have one video and you got to download it, upload 12 different times. Okay, so I am on the back end. I'm looking at my connections right here. So when you first set up your Repurpose.io account, you want to set up your connection. So this is basically where you're going to connect all of your social media channels that you think you want your videos to go to. So I've got all my channels here, even my podcast, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, they're all here, and it's going to take you just probably a few minutes to go through and set those up. Once you've set up your connections and given permission for Repurpose to access those social media platforms, then is where the magic can happen. So the next part of it is your workflows. So I'm going to click on the workflows, and there are a million different workflows that you could create. I like to keep it really simple. If you follow my channel at all, you know it's all about keeping it simple. So I have here a number of different workflows. And the way Repurpose works is you're basically setting up a workflow, or think about it like a recipe, right? If you do this, then this will happen. So the workflow that works best for me is I have it set up when I upload an Instagram reel, Repurpose.io is going to automatically repurpose and post it to, as you can see on the screen here, TikTok, Facebook business page, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. Now, it also goes to YouTube, but I actually do a manual upload with YouTube, and I'll talk about that here in just a second. So if you're thinking about using this, or you're thinking about reposting your content, what you want to think about is, where do you want your content to start? So for me, it's really easy for my content to start on Instagram. I love Instagram. I have a huge audience there. It's where I'm typically spending a lot of time. Facebook also, but because Instagram has so many bells and whistles, I find that I love to use a lot of the editing tools in Instagram. And then often I am downloading my content from Instagram and then uploading to TikTok, and then downloading and uploading to Facebook, and then downloading and uploading everywhere else. And if you have been following, me or any other social media strategist for a long time, you know that if you're just, kind of blindly posting stuff on other social media platforms, you might have an Instagram watermark or TikTok watermark, and other platforms don't really like that. So the nice part about Repurpose is once you set up your workflow and you decide what platform you are going to repurpose from, you can either set it up and just have it automatic, or you can have it manual. So as you can see here, like I said, for me, a lot of my content starts on Instagram. So the way it works for me is every time I post an Instagram reel, and we typically do this twice a week, I will upload that reel to Instagram. And because I have my workflow set up automatically, it will automatically pull the whole video, the audio, the music, the text, the captions, everything. It'll take off the watermark and it'll automatically upload it to each platform that I indicate. So I can just tell you from experience, it's a huge time saver. Should you, in an ideal world, upload everything everywhere? Yeah, maybe in an ideal world, but for most of you, especially if you are a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you're a real estate agent, we don't have time to do all that. So as I always say, done is better than perfect, and this is a huge time saver. Okay, so as we look at the workflows, you can see, again, these are all manual, or these are all automatic. That's what these are toggled on for. And so again, the workflow is it goes to Instagram, it'll automatically go to all the different social media platforms. Now, I do have YouTube manual, and that's because with YouTube specifically, and we've talked about this in some of our other videos, I've done actually a number of videos about YouTube. We can link to one or two of those below. With YouTube, it's nice to be able to go in and actually add some keywords, make sure your title is how you want it. And sometimes the title and description I have on Instagram doesn't quite necessarily flow with YouTube. So that's just a personal preference. And so the way that I do this is once I publish to Instagram, I will go over and click view content. And this is going to pull open all of my Instagram content. And then I can manually push something over to YouTube if I'd like. So everything is right here. Now I want to go back just one quick screen here to show you what this looks like, especially for some of the automatic uploads. So again, I'm back to my workflows right here. The nice part about Repurpose is you can also repurpose some of your content. So for example, if I go over to, this Instagram to Facebook connection, I can click view content and I could easily repost any of this content at any given time, which is really kind of cool. So if I've got, as I scroll down here, and this will go back and back and back, months and months and months, I could go back to something I posted, last month, a couple months ago, and if I want to republish it, instead of uploading it manually, I could just click republish, and it's going to pull up a little pop-up. It's going to ask me if I want to keep the same caption. I could keep the same caption, or I could rewrite it if I'd like, and I could hit publish right now, or I could schedule it. So if I want to schedule it for a later date. So this is great in a lot of ways. I love it for republishing and reposting older content. It's just nice because it's all right here. And then I also just like the ease of uploading it one place, and then it's going to automatically go everywhere else. So quick and easy. Like I said, 2 big steps really: set up your connection, set up your workflow. There's other stuff you can do with repurpose. As you can see here, there's templates, there's a calendar, there's all kinds of other stuff. But ultimately, if you've got content and you want to repurpose it, I think this is a great tool. So let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. Have you used this? Have you ever used it? Have you heard about it? Let me know in the comments below. And by the way, we are posting a bunch of content this month, specifically all about repurposing. So if that's a hot topic for you, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell button. And not only that, we actually have a repurposing masterclass coming up. I've been teaching repurposing for about a decade. I absolutely love it. So if that's something that you are interested in, you can go to katielance.com/masterclass and get signed up. All right, my friends, we'll see you soon. Don't forget to hit subscribe on our YouTube channel. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.